Breaking news just in, it passed. The big beautiful bill is here. Bitcoin is sending and everything is looking rosy. We'll break it all down for you in tonight's live stream. Don't go anywhere. It's about to get epic. See you in a minute.
Yeah. They ain't believe me when I told them crypto was the future. Now they trying to get in, but it's too late. We've been stacking Marbitz since day one. No banks, no middlemen, just power moves. Let's get it. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to 109,800 on Bitcoin. Pretty bullish, if you ask me. I decided to go early because I haven't got anything else to do, really. My missus is gone to go and see a friend. The kids are all asleep, so I was a bit like, well, might as well just go live, hasn't I? Might as well do something rather than just sit here and wait for, tomorrow to turn up. I just thought, well, I might as well go live. So we are officially 6 minutes early this evening, which is good news, but I think it's worth going early. I think it's worthwhile going early. Lots of bullish things to talk about, lots of things happening in the market. Some people may have said, we talked about this the other night. It's all pretty exciting, if you ask me. All pretty exciting. So we're going to break down what's going on. We're going to try and get into the markets, understand, and more importantly, break down this big, beautiful bill that's coming from the one and only Donald Trump. So I don't say that as some sort of weird fanboy. I just say it as a fact of matter. So yeah, 6 minutes early, Foz. You better believe it. We are going live. We're going direct, and we're going to be talking all about cryptocurrency. So if you are bullish on the markets, it's probably a good time to be here. We could see 110,000. We should see 110,000. We have seen, interestingly, 110,000. It hit perfectly my resistance line that I drew, actually, in fairness. You couldn't write it. It hit it that well that I officially am claiming that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the crypto markets. Now, I know some people might be a bit like, oh, too bad, you're full of crap. I don't think I am. So we'll break down a little bit as to what's going on, try and get into it and all that rest of it. So yeah, expect the punctuality on Sunday's call. Gotcha, Holmes. Gotcha, buddy. Welcome to TikTok, by the way, you absolute legend. So yeah, we'll get into all of it as well as everything else. So welcome, everybody. Tim's here, Vern's here, Blazer X is here. What's going on, buddy? 37, Crypto Princess. Welcome to you. Craig's here. Good to see you, Enzo. Falls here. Good to see you all. Curtis, welcome to you. I'm sure there's be lots of new people coming as well. And welcome to everybody joining on TikTok. Jay's here. Welcome to you. Nav's here. Christine, Christian, good to see you. Holmes, always good to have you. Mum loves a holiday. Welcome. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get one from being invested in the cryptocurrency markets, let me tell you. And many other people that have joined us. Welcome. Aptos, welcome to you, buddy. Appreciate you. Like I said, as always, hit up the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. Thank you, Vern. Appreciate the fan club likes, as always. That does help out. And again, just engaging in the content, tapping the screen, locking in those likes, hitting that follow button, doing all that kind of good stuff is always a really good thing. You just got to make sure you got your finger on the button, baby. That's what it's all about. Right. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's get sort of started. Again, we are early this evening, we're still 4 minutes early, so you're going to have to bear with me as we sort of walk through this. But yeah, it's all pretty bullish, Vern. Thanks for the roses, man. I appreciate it. I don't even know why they come up every night, but hey, I'm going to take it, baby. I'll take it. The Genius Axe is a big, beautiful banger. Yeah, I think there was quite a lengthy discussion in the TG about that earlier on, which is pretty good. But this is the breaking news right now. The House has officially passed Trump's tax cut and spending bill. Now, it does add $5 trillion to the debt ceiling, which a lot of people are not about, which, I guess it's one of those things. It's kind of gone through. What I can tell you is it's better than the UK version. However, Donald Trump's tax cut and spending bill is officially passed. And actually, the market was in a little bit of a decline. We actually saw, if you go for, let's say the hourly chart right now, you can see here that the big, beautiful bill did come in about 4 o'clock. I think it was a few hours ago. We actually got this big wick down, market building back up again now. And I think this is just nervousness. We got the jobs report coming in from the US today as well, where it added about 40,000 jobs, which also crashed the market. I say crashed the market, but you get my point, right? It was a big wick down that we weren't expecting. We got that a little bit earlier as well. But market seems to be recovering. I think as people sort of get into this whole understanding of what's going on, then we might start to see it. But the House officially has passed it. This will now bring no tax on tips. This will now bring no tax on overtime. It should, in theory, put some money in the pockets of those that probably would be likely to take a risk with something like cryptocurrency. At the same time, though, this is still going to get through and work through and all the kind of legislation that goes in it. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting deal when you sort of start digging into it. And look, It depends what you want to see and how you want to see it. I think if anything right now, when you look at tariffs, particularly in the US, you kind of go, well, I don't know if Trump deserves a little bit. The problem with this is once it's in, it's in. That's the problem. Tariffs, you can kind of put the pedal to the metal, or you can kind of ease off a little bit. But I do think it's going to be one of those things that we'll have to wait and see. But it does, like we said, approve a $5 trillion debt ceiling, which means that the US debt could be around $38 trillion. What it should do, though, this is the big deal, is it should bring inflation down. The problem we've got right now is it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Everyone's gone, nope, we're not going to cut rates again. So if anything, this may play into the bias of whether Jerome Powell is more favorable to one side than the other or not. We will have to kind of wait and see. But how does it then affect us in the crypto market? That's the question we've got to ask ourselves. In theory, it should, could, and most probably will pump the crypto markets. Why? People will potentially look for hedge against inflation, because inflation potentially is going to go up just because they're going to pay more debt. And that is passed down. I think the number is about $240,000 per American family, which is two adults, 2 kids. So that will be passed down. It therefore has to be paid for by someone. So what you're going to see then is potential increase in goods, less in terms of spending. So people may flock to a hedge against that. Well, what's the best hedge right now? Bitcoin. So this may be a very roundabout and kind of sneaking through the back door, super bullish view of the market. Maybe. Historical trends, however, do show fiscal expansion could weaken the US dollar. That would drive inflation down. And again, interest rates, which again, caveat background and see a very bullish, optimistic. This could potentially boost BTC, as well as a hedge against inflation, which we talked about as well. So this absolutely could be exactly how it plays out. I think this is maybe where Trump gets to, in the sentiment that this is what he wants to see. The time's going to have to play out, and whether it'll kind of get the airwaves it deserves, whether people are going to panic, I don't know. But we do know now it's here, it's in. I don't know the ins and outs and the front to back of it, but I think it's here. Do you know what I mean? We are ready to rock and roll with it. It's dialed in, and yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. Could, however, like I said, turn out to be very good for the markets. May turn out to not be so good. So where do we currently sit? 109,881. And I would say a little bit of movement in altcoins. Not crazy numbers. 0.64. So slightly behind the rest of the market. But at least a move. And I think that's where we've got to get to. Altcoins moved. It is a very different picture across the altcoin market, though. It's not a blanket push, which means less liquidity coming into the market. More rotation of capital going on. So that's how you kind of, work that through. But I certainly think it's positive to a degree. Bohein's US may partner with miners to accumulate as much Bitcoin as we can for a strategic reserve. Yeah, lots of people are certainly down that narrative right now, which is like, I think Charlie Kirk, again, not getting into his political views, but Charlie Kirk saying that they absolutely should be buying as much Bitcoin as possible. We know Michael Saylor is absolutely super bullish on it. So, yeah, we'll see. Curtis says pump the market. Let's get it, Curtis. Let's get it. It's always good to pump that market, baby, I reckon. Jesse says, I'm so tired all day. That's not good. That's not good. Got to keep grinding. Vern says, Holmes in the house. And 2-Bit said he's going to show up 10 minutes late, Holmes, for the meet on Sunday. That's true, actually. I am. So, Abdus, thanks for the gift. Part me, appreciate it. I do appreciate that. It does help out the channel. So, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for sure, sir. So, keep them up. Happy Friday, 2-Bit, and the future crypto millionaires. What's going on, Beebs? Very tired, Jesse. We hit 3 blocks, though. It was fun. I don't know what that means, but are you mining, Tim? Me too, Jesse. Gooming was until 2 a.m. Go mining. Is that go mining? Is that what that means? Don't know. Anyway, PulseNet says, have you guys heard of Pulse Chain? Yes. Lots of us have. Things looking very promising in the market. Could we be looking at a new high-priced channel? Maybe. We're going to have to wait and see how that plays out. Obviously, July 4th tomorrow, so everything's closed in the US. We're not going to see any ETF boom, but we'll talk about ETFs in just a minute. Market, in my opinion, looking pretty optimistic. It feels very, very much optimistic as well, which is kind of good news. A slight pullback in Ethereum, and this is kind of where you can see a rotation of capital. So, yes, the market's feeling a bit more buoyant, I think is fair to say. It is still rotation of capital, though. We're not seeing new capital flow in. We're not seeing kind of crazy amounts of money sort of fly into the market. Yes, we've seen Ethereum move up a little bit. And I said, didn't I, yesterday, that until this kind of gets to this like 27, 20 range, I'm not really bothered. 0.6, it's okay. We're trending in the middle of this channel, not doing anything crazy. Altcoins very much are just up because Bitcoin's up. So I think it's worth noting that. We actually saw a slight decline on Solana. No surprise. I think money moving into some others. Rest of the altcoin market kind of holding up. Zebek, big debate on Zebek right now. Is Zebek done? That is the question I'm going to put out to you guys. It certainly looks not great. Curious to know what your thoughts are. But yeah, Zebek down 6.5% today when Bitcoin broke over $110,000. So pretty interesting. Maybe it's a bad day. Maybe they've had an unlock. I'm not sure. I don't know the exact ins and outs of it. But Zebek under 3 actually wicked down significantly lower than this as well. So yeah, Zebek is far from done. I mean, I don't own any, so I don't really care. But you know what I mean? I'm just thinking of you guys. I'm thinking of you guys. AVAX looking all right. Aerodrome likewise. Again, not Chill. Clear pull down a little bit. Again, nothing too crazy. Aethio, again, really surprised at Aethio dumping as well. So these kind of outliers, pretty interesting. Pi down a little bit. XCM, we talked about yesterday, down 2.5. Rest of the market, pretty favorable though. Oil up a little bit. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Oil's up a little bit. Stock market just grinds higher. Look at this. The S&P 500 grinding like a crazy person. Making it happen right now. As likewise the NASDAQ, etc. Dominance on USDC and USDC down, which is good news. Means people are buying into coins. That's pretty bullish if you ask me. And then a lot of other coins. BNB at 661 holding up pretty well as well. So I think the broad market view would be, do you know what? Pretty good. What's interesting though, look at this. I can take you into the hourly chart. And bear in mind, I drew this line yesterday. Look at that. You'd think I'd faked it. I haven't faked it at all. Look how perfect this line hits. 10,609. That's the break we're looking for. Look how perfect they hit on there. So this is on the hourly. This is kind of what we're looking at. And again, this is kind of where we need to see. So yes, Bitcoin is kind of pulled back. Not surprising with all this. I still think people are a bit freaked out by this big, beautiful bill. But anyway, we'll see how it plays out. BTC pushing a little bit. We could see another retest of 110 pretty soon. Fingers crossed. And whether this plays out more favorable to not, I don't know. We'll have to kind of wait and see. But many people are dialing in some big numbers. Look at this, $180,000. Bitcoin is inevitable. The Wyckoff accumulation from February and Jan, an accumulation the Wyckoff starts. So a lot of people believe that, you know, with M2 liquidity, which we've talked about a number of times, Bitcoin is heading. Now, we've heard price ranges now between $180,000 and $250,000. Never financial advice on this channel. It's just an opinion. I'm only bringing you an opinion on the market, but many people believe it's going to play out exactly as you can see there. I guess it's possible. Don't forget, by the way, help out the channel by hitting that like button and hitting that subscribe button. Likewise, if you're on TikTok, by the way, do me a favor. Keep tapping that screen, baby. Drive that engagement. That's how we get new people in here. That's how we absolutely unlock the future of this bull market, by getting people into this channel and letting them know what's going on in the market. It is super important. So everyone on YouTube, go down there, hit the like button. There's nearly 60 people in the stream right now. Likewise, TikTok, tap that screen, baby. Lock them in. I'd appreciate it. Right. Good. Interestingly enough, TechDev here giving us a interesting view, by the way. It says four top signals for Bitcoin history. Each corresponded to the top, nowhere near one right now. Very interesting indeed. 4 launch signals in Bitcoin history, everyone sent in a parabolic. That's the one that just triggered. Are we truly at that moment in time? Big, beautiful bill, inflation coming down. Is this the moment we could be seeing? I need my solo to rocket. Solo? What the hell's that? I need something to rocket. Let me tell you, I need some kind of bullish move. Hold on a minute, I just cut you all off. So Cardano prediction, Lewis. Yeah, Cardano had a good run the last couple of days. So, yeah, let me take a look at it in just a second. This is very much playing out as we would expect. So, the tech dev giving us the view here that we are in the parabolic phase, the final move of the Bitcoin bull market. Maybe, again, it's a very interesting bull market. Slow, it's boring. Doesn't mean it's going to not be the most crazy bull we've ever seen in their entire life. Cardano up 2%, by the way. So, actually holding up pretty well. However, it is a strong way away from that all-time high of around 132. Could we see a 3x on Cardano? You're probably okay, is my opinion. You're probably okay, but yeah, whether it gets there, that's the bigger debate, isn't it? So maybe, maybe not. Hopefully it does, I think is where I get to. Maybe not. Have I just like disappeared or something? What the hell's happened with TikTok? Has my TikTok just gone weird? Am I there? Can you guys see me? What is happening? Anyone? I don't know what's happening. Oh, there I am. I think I'm back. I think I'm back now. Anyway, good news. Just kind of went a bit weird for a second. So yeah, maybe you see a $2, $5 potentially. I mean, it's difficult to predict. The problem with Cardano is there is no real traction, no real volume. We looked at this the other night. It's a bit boring, and I think many people will choose to go elsewhere. Aptos, Sui, AVAX, even some of the more newer blockchains, I think could be the ones that people go to. So Keep your eye out. Right, I thought this was super interesting, by the way. Just in Bitcoin ETF, IBIT is now BlackRock's third highest revenue generating ETF ever. What the fuck is that about? IBIT's Bitcoin ETF makes them the third largest amount of money. That's pretty crazy on a 0.25% expense ratio. So the fact that it does that means that you are going to see more and more of this. You're going to see way more actual ETFs come out as well. It's going to be pretty crazy. But yeah, Bitcoin has shaken up Wall Street. I think never a true word has been said. Joyce, what's going on? Hi all. I think Cardano HH was around 174 a couple of years ago. Yeah, I think about 140, 145, something like that. So could it go there? Don't know. My daughter's born 4th of July and my next one is sure on bonfire night. Ouch. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? That is pretty crazy. So yeah, I actually have a friend who has 3 kids, of which all 3 of them are born on the same day. I mean, work that out. That's like some sort of crazy stuff. Anyway, Max here giving us an interesting prediction. Says Bitcoin, the next leg will be legendary. Is this where we are right now? Are we officially breaking out and heading to these new all-time highs? A lot of people could be in the world of saying that. What's going on, Ponke? Could be pretty crazy if you ask me. And I think lots of people are in that place. I think we've officially broken out of this descending channel that we've seen for a long time. It feels like we're up there. Alts are probably the big thing that we need to see move that will come along with the rest of the market. And CryptoCon, as always, giving us a very interesting view here around the phases. It says Bitcoin's cycle is closely tied to the strength of the global M2 and we're in the thick of the final phase. Every bear market ends with a surge of global cash, phase 1. Throughout the cycle, there are secondary cash influxes, and this is the first time we've seen 2 of these in a single cycle. The final phase begins at phase 3, and the starting point of the rallies to the high global cash line. It's clear that this is underway now. The cycle typically ends after a large decline in cash flow. Not there yet. Other cycles lasted around 3 to 5 months from our current point, phase 3. Well, if you said 3 months, that puts us October, which is what I've been talking about. Ponke, what's going on? 5 months obviously does take us just into 2026. So maybe that's where we end up at. Maybe 2026 is the end of this crazy market. It would be pretty bullish. It'd be pretty bullish. So, yeah, we'll see. But, I mean, M2 has entered its final phase, but it's not over yet. Huge amounts of money are waiting to arrive in crypto. And I think you're seeing that a little bit. More and more companies are buying huge amounts of Bitcoin. Michael Saylor officially announcing, I think today, saying he will just continue to buy the top. I just think it's one company away now. I think it's a Amazon, it's a Walmart. I mean, there's a debate about American Express, what we talked about yesterday with XRP. That could be pretty crazy, but it's one of the big 7, isn't it? The Magnificent 7, I think they're called. We talk about this a few times. One of them coming into the market. I think it's over. I think it's over. We're going to see some big movers for sure. Will there be a organized meetup to celebrate exiting the market? Oh, baby, you better believe it, Ponke. Well, we've all got our profits. We're going to be going to Aruba and sipping sangrias on the beach. That's what it's all about. So, yeah, get ready. The bill passed. Yes, Crackerjack. It officially went through. Big, beautiful bill is officially going to the president's desk. And officially been... I think he wanted to sign it off tomorrow as well. So, I guess that goes into power enactment, whatever you want to call it, tomorrow. So, I guess that's kind of going to be pretty interesting as all that plays up. But, yeah, good news. We'll keep very close to BTC. Does look like it's going to retest 110 again, which is good news. It'd be nice if we held 110. The key one, though, 110,600. I think is probably a better place where if that is a push and retest, that gives us the confirmation breakout that we're probably going to look for. So, and the longer it goes, by the way, the higher this could potentially be. 120, the breakout from the 14-year trend. That could be big news. That could be big news. Joyce says, what's going on with Pepe? I mean, it's up 0.2. The trouble you've got, and I said this earlier, you're just having rotations of capital right now. There isn't really a load of inflow into the markets. Not really. That's why Bitcoin's up 1%. Previous, like 2017, 2021, alts would have done 3% today. But yeah, people are just going into Bitcoin and almost the fact that altcoins aren't moving. And what's super interesting as well, particularly if there's newer people in this space, they would have got wrecked over the course of the last couple of weeks. If you'd have listened to some of the complete cretins on X that just spout nonsense, they would have got wrecked. Because loads of people like, it's over, the Bitcoin bull market's over, we missed it, sell your bags, get out of it, we're bearish, you know, when the whole Iran stuff kicked off. I believe there's only a few channels and a few communities, and we're one of them that's gone, no. There is way more coming in this market, baby. So, yeah, that's the problem. So, Pepe and the rest of the kind of meme coins, I do think will come back. If you've got a 5 months bull market move from here, I still think we've got some big movers. Think about it. Altcoins are like 50, 60% down. There's no way we have a bull run the size of what could play out with the institutional investment that's coming in and altcoins don't break new all-time highs. No way. No way, Jose. Just my opinion. Bonk had the best run today, but yeah, what was Bonk doing? It's had 2 good days, actually. Yeah, 6%. But, you know, think about it. Bitcoin's up 1%, retesting 110, and you've got coins that are like 3% down, 2% down. You know, big coins as well that are just down. Like, what the hell? Solana down when Bitcoin's, you know, retesting 110? Nah, get out of here. Get out of here. Tim says, big bad bull run. Yeah, you better believe it. You were calling a 3-year bear market last week. Who was? Who was? Get out of here. You know that's absolutely damn well not true. Probably me going 120 mile an hour down the motorway. Curtis, that's not okay. That's not okay. We don't condemn that at all. You should slow down. It still looks bullish, consolidating above the 200 moving average. Yeah, say does look very bullish, actually. A lot of people sold the bottom. I agree. I agree. A lot of people did sell the bottom, and they will absolutely come to regret it. So, good. Right. That takes us through a little bit of the market and understand what's going on. Pretty bullish on all that kind of good stuff. Charts looking great. We'll keep an eye on Bitcoin while we break the news down. And it's pretty crazy. It is literally getting crazy. So Trump plans to pivot visit to China with corporate executives. Remember, China looking to put $1.3 billion into the crypto markets. The Solcoin maintains positive view amidst an evolving ETF scenario. And Solana futures hinged on overcoming key Bitcoin resistance levels. So we need to keep an eye on that. But President Trump is gearing up for a significant visit to China alongside top corporate executives. And, you know, as much as people kind of get just a bit like on the soapbox about it, you got to take your hat off to people like Scott Besson. Like, that guy's a freaking genius. So we'll see. I mean, this could be a big deal. Imagine he goes to China, gets some sort of weird, wonderful tariff for the US, opens up the markets like he's done with Vietnam. All of a sudden, this market's... I mean, if you kind of think about what's coming, you could have China-USA trade agreements, which could be the craziest trade agreements you've seen. You could have huge amounts of capital coming in. You could even have China buying back treasuries, driving yield down, which would then absolutely drive the price of risk markets up. Inflation comes down. Like, Jesus, there is a lot to come yet in this market. There is so much to come. I feel bad for those people that sold at 74,000. They should absolutely subscribe to this channel or just tap the follow button to make sure they're locked into this market. Anyway, $2 gold and 10. Get out of here. I see they're unlocked this week around 600 million. So, is that why it's dumped? Come on. I bet Zebex had one as well. We can actually take a look at this. Hold on a second. I bet Zebex had one. Normally we look at that on a Sunday. I forgot to do it this week. I forgot to do it. Right, token unlocks. Let's see. Right, what did have an unlock this week? Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it won't show me what's already been unlocked, actually. Big unlocks. ENA, Aptos, Starknet, Say, Arbitrum, Trump Coin had one. Sui, AVAX, Aethia. Yeah, there we go. Aethia, 270 million. Oh, that's the market cap. Jesus Christ. I was going to say that is an enormous unlock. Okay. So, yeah, about $34 million. Wow, that's a big unlock, actually. Yeah, that's a big unlock. And they've got another 3 million unlocking in the next 7 days. So, yeah, some pretty big unlocks, actually. That is a chunk of change. Yeah, maybe that's why we've seen a bit of a price push down on it. Zebek Network. Let's just take a quick look at this one. Zebek. Yes, Zebek had one in April. Yes, Zebek hasn't had an unlock, actually. Maybe just people selling then. Maybe people pivoting on that one. But yeah, nothing on Zebek, as it were. But Aethia, definitely an unlock. So, okay, that tells us a little bit around that. That does tell about that. On top of ETH having come... Yeah, I mean, imagine ETH staking ETFs come out pretty soon. That's going to be insane as well. Of which we've got to be bullish on. So, yeah, keep tapping that screen there, everybody. What's going on, LK? We still have another distribution of FTX yet, haven't we? I don't even know if it's actually started. If I'm dead honest, I actually don't even know if that FTX stuff has, like, started. Which is crazy. Does it remind me of Randy Emperor in the live stream? What? What? Anyway, right. So, yeah, keep an eye on this one. Solana ETF updates. I think we're going to see some of those potentially next week. Lots of people super bullish on what's going on with Sol, and obviously Trump's visit to China could be pretty insane. Could be insane. Sui, look at this. Sui now back above $3. It has just pulled back a little bit, but there is a big move. Lion Group treasury plan. Sui could be the next big thing for a treasury. That could be pretty insane, couldn't it? Man, I'm glad I bought it at 271. Let's go, baby. Sui is trading around $3 after a long week, fueled by Lion Group's $600 million crypto treasury plan announced on June 26. That's a big deal. The token surged nearly 15% over the past 7 days. Technical indicators showing a strong bullish breakout. So SUI is looking pretty crazy, but that Lines Group with a $600 million crypto treasury strategy, everyone's doing it. You're going to get XRP strategies, SUI strategies, Bitcoin strategies, like it's all coming. All coming. It's going to be crazy. So yeah, look at this. SUI experienced a significant bullish breakout in the past 24-hour period. So yeah, keep your eyes on SUI, everybody. Was at 3. There we are. 301. Bullish. Your boy bought here on the Dipperino. Where was it? 271. Yeah, someone on here. 271 on the Dipperino. Let's go, baby. So yeah, working out pretty well on SUI. 4% on the day. Feeling that. I'm feeling that, everybody. Good news, if you ask me. Good news. SUI or Sol, what do I buy? I just got both. It's easier. It's easier. Right, some more Ripple news. Look at this. Ripple's USD stablecoin lands the first bank integration. I actually put a video out earlier on. Not many people watched it, so I'd appreciate if anyone did go and watch it and like put a little comment on or just, you know, tap the like button or whatever you want to do with it, right? But what's crazy with this is they have gone for a banking license, obviously in the US. They have integration with loads of different banking systems around the world, global payments, and much, much more. And then today, Swiss financial institution Amina has become the first bank in the world to support Ripple USD. Let's go, baby. In a press release dated July 3rd, the crypto-friendly bank revealed that it had officially become the first bank globally to directly support Ripple USD. It says here, quote, at Amina Bank, we are committed to integrating cutting-edge products so that our clients may best navigate and adopt digital assets in their day-to-day activities. Miles Harrison, they're the chief product officer for the Bank of Amina. So pretty crazy, you know, XRP is now officially in a bank. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Aptos, thank you for the gifts, by the way. Crypto comments, welcome, welcome. Don't forget, everybody, keep tapping that screen, locking in those likes. Let's pump this mother trucker. Let's get them people in. We're already at 3,500 likes. If you could, just keep tapping that screen. Likewise on YouTube, by the way. It does me a favor. Supports the channel, does all that kind of good stuff. So, look, I appreciate your support. And if you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Any coins, tokens, we'll take a look at everything. It's all about you guys here, less about me. So, yeah. Anyway, good news, by the way. Good news. Right. Under the radar momentum building on layer ones. What? It's like people are just behind me. I should say us, actually. That's a fair statement. We were talking about this last week. What do we think the next big run's going to be? Blockchains, layer ones, some layer twos. Don't sleep on it. What's going on? Some massive Ethereum and Solana technicals on the blockchain is starting to build out pretty favorably. And we're going to see, in my opinion, some big breakouts, not only just for Ethereum. Solana might be dialing in that move as well, which I think we'll take things like AVAX, Aptos, and many others with it. I think we could be in for a pretty decent move. So, yeah, look at this. The nearest resistance just below 2,750. That's what I've been talking about for ages. Breaking through could spur the optimism around Ethereum, 2,750. I think we're slightly below that, aren't we, on our chart? 2,730, 2,726, in and around that mark. So, yeah, we're pretty much on the money with where we think Ethereum breakout point is. And I think, obviously, that plays out favorably as well. So, yeah. And again, Solana's price holding up around 130 to the low 160. So, look, we're trading there. But, again, keep your eyes peeled. Layer ones are moving. And the whole fee narrative, and you could ask anyone, why don't you like transacting on Ethereum layer ones? People just go, well, the fees are too high. The fees are pennies at the minute. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, keep your eyes peeled on that one. Lots of good news. By the way, BlackRock didn't buy any more Bitcoin today. What is going on with BlackRock? Why are they not buying Bitcoin? Why are they not buying Bitcoin? I think something is coming. Somebody just broke into my house. Sorry about that. Just for a second, I thought someone had literally got into my house. There wasn't my missus, which is super weird. But anyway, the fact that you've got BlackRock not buying Bitcoin, why are they not buying it? That's my opinion. It's very interesting. Grayscale, you can't really trust this one anyway. This is just the trust fund that they just dumped Bitcoin out. Remember, that trust fund was the biggest holder of Bitcoin before the ETFs launched. So there's no surprise that Grayscale keeps dumping it. The Grayscale Mini, though, does keep buying. And actually, we saw a negative day yesterday. We haven't seen that for ages. We actually saw an outflow on the first, sorry, not yesterday. 342 million. Came back big yesterday, though, at 407. Today looks like it's going to be a pretty big deal as well. Volume still relatively low, though. Cammy, what's going on? You got to understand that. But yeah, doesn't make any sense right now. I'm going to find this out for you guys for tomorrow night. So make sure that you have hit that like button, hit that follow button, and you're dialed in, because absolutely you're going to want to see it. Something is cooking, and I don't know what it is. BlackRock's buying fireworks instead of Bitcoin 4th of July. Maybe. Maybe. Holmes says, I'm scared to think what she dresses you in. What? Gens is looking in the bins. Maybe. When ISO run 2-bit? When ISO run? What do you mean? They're saving for XRP. Well, maybe. Maybe. I mean, it'd be pretty crazy. Paul Rose in the house. Good on, Paul. Good to see a 2-hour guy breaking in. Can you imagine that? Just like comes up with, Lauren, what was he called? Who was a really angry guy? I can't remember his name. Anyone? Anyone? Can't remember. Can't remember. Lauren Babb knows who he is. Right. And then obviously we've looked at the Duncan. That's it. I love the fact that you guys remember the name. Love it. So yeah, I don't know why BlackRock aren't buying Bitcoin. I don't know why they're not. That means their clients aren't buying Bitcoin. I don't know why they're not either, which is kind of interesting. Whether they're buying actual Bitcoin, whether they are building capital, maybe they're waiting for a pullback in the market. I don't know, right? It's all a bit weird. It is all a bit weird, but you'd think BlackRock would be buying, and they are not. If you are interested in buying stuff, though, by the way, don't forget my new exchange partner, BITUNIX, offering a fantastic bonus. Open your first trade and get $10 for free. Deposit $100 and you're going to be able to get $20 of trade on your futures. It is obviously capped at a $200 deposit and get a 20% rebate. Trade over $10 million. You're going to get $1,000 for free. No KYC, available all over the world. One of the best exchanges out there for all of your cryptocurrency needs. Link in the description. Go and sign up. It is 100% worth it. Good. Right. That is that. We've done CME Fed Watch. We don't really care about that. Liquidations. Let's take a quick look at what's going on here and see. Mariam was angry. Yeah, Mariam was actually really angry for some reason. Really angry with me for some reason. Never even spoke to that person. Market's looking crazy. Market's looking very optimistic, very bullish, looking like we're going up a little bit more. Obviously, we're going to July 4th. It'll be pretty quiet tomorrow. I don't think anything is going to happen, but yeah, very much traders are setting in for a upside momentum move. So fingers crossed, we'll get this dialed in and we can absolutely start sending it. So that's what we want, baby. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Pink Lady was nuts. Yeah, Pink Lady was crazy as well. So yeah, all good. All good. In the hood, by the way, I can only text I got a ball. What the hell is that? What's in BBB for crypto? Well, just the fact that people will get a little bit more money back. Tax cuts generally will support risk on assets. Inflationary concerns support risk on assets. Don't forget, in theory, if they add $5 trillion to the top line of the national debt, that means that you as an American citizen, if you are, by the way, I don't know if you are, will be paying more for that debt, $240,000 per average American family. People may decide to go against that, hedge against it, and go into something like Bitcoin and hedge against that inflation data, which could be interesting as indeed. So, yeah, that may be the thing. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. I'm trying to get this comment. Oh, there it is. There it is. Second viewer, bro. We're both in the trenches. Bro, we are in the trenches. You're absolutely right. TikTok's wild. Sometimes it's just absolutely popping here, and sometimes it's just not. But all we can do is keep growing, keep building again, and hopefully we will start to build out this community. But yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. As always, hit the like button, tap that screen. A good cold wallet. Again, I said this yesterday. I use Ledger. Some people like Trezor, and I believe Tangem's a pretty good wallet as well. But yeah, do your research on those. But yeah, Ledger is what I have. Have you heard they may drop 20k? I said down to 4k. Yes, I have heard that. I thought it was 6k. Yeah, I said this right at the very start of the live stream. Albeit the big beautiful bill is going to put, $5 trillion on the US debt. The UK one's a fucking disaster. Like, it is a joke. The fact that they have it's just a nightmare. We are literally screwed as a country right now. Like, it's not good. It's not good. Did you see Bitboy get arrested with Cassie in the back? Yes, I did. I live streamed it. I actually was live on YouTube when that happened. It's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, the UK one's a disaster. They need to not pass that bill. Like, it's a literal disaster. And yeah, they need to sort some stuff out. Like, it is a joke. The UK right now is a joke, and we need to fix it. In my opinion. I think the last sort of numbers I'd seen, $4.7 billion on migrant hotels. I think there was something like $80,000 on internet access for some. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. And actually, the welfare reform bill that we're taking money off pensioners and taking money off disabled people is going to make us cost more money. Like, it's literally the most ridiculous thing in the world. So, yeah, hopefully it doesn't get through and we can kind of move on. That's why, do you know what the ISA thing, right? And I've said this before, by the way, this is not financial advice and I'm not telling anyone to do what I've done. But every now and then I'm like, I am so glad I pulled everything out of like the traditional stock market. Like what's the FTSE done today? I bet the FTSE's dumped today. FTSE index, top 100. I bet it's dumped. Okay, 0.5 up. I mean, still though, where's that against the 5 year? So, man, it's doing pretty well in fairness. I'm surprised. Bond yields ease as PM backs Reeves. Yeah, well, because he didn't yesterday. So yesterday we saw a massive like dumperino in the market. But yeah, sometimes I just think, man, I'm so glad I'm just not in the traditional stock market and not in the traditional kind of banking structure. You know, a lot of other than my pension and I guess my bank account that we just have, I'm all in crypto. That's where I'm at. I'm all in crypto. And loving life right now. Holmes the Rugger, get out of here, Holmes. Are we bullish, John? We are very bullish. We could be retesting 110,000. Fingers crossed it holds as well. I'm down for it. Let's hope so. Anyway, need Trump for the UK? Well, I think we just need to be a bit more honest. Keir Starmer just needs to decide which way he wants to go. But, I mean, he's just an absolute shambles at the minute. How much XRP do you own out of interest? About 3. No, I'm not. I own a decent bag, but I don't ever like to. I don't think it's like a flex thing, but I just don't think it's a good idea to dox your portfolio. That's my opinion. Like I saw a fellow YouTuber, not someone I really speak to, and they're like, "Let me give you a portfolio update," and they're like, "Look at this! Oh, like $500,000." You're like, "Why are you broadcasting that? Like, what the hell? What the hell? Like, why would you tell people how much cryptocurrency you've got? It's the most insane thing in the world. It's like going, "Oh yeah, guys, here's my bank account. Here it is." Like, why the hell would you do that, crazy people? But yeah, I have a decent bag, nothing crazy. Yeah, like I said, I've always said I really want to come out of this bull market. If I can come out of this with maybe 5 or 6K out of this bull market, I will be bullish. So, yeah, love it. My advice, don't order anything from Uber or Vandu or any home takeaway food. It's been cooked and delivered by, well, I mean, I did see that. I don't think, it's some burger thing or something, wasn't it? But yeah. I see a few streamers. Yeah, I never understand it. It's wild. I would happily talk to people that are well deep into the community. Like, I'm cool if someone was like, "Hey, T-Bit, like, how much do you want of this?" And we're you know, we're cool, and you know, I'm not ashamed to say it, but yeah, people that dox their portfolio is like insane. I mean, literally insane. You're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, we'll be careful with what streamers show too. Oh yeah, I mean, some of them are like crazy people. Crazy people. I still got about 30% in the stock, just wanting to be diverse. Nothing wrong with that. That's why I'm saying I don't necessarily think it's a good idea to do what I've done, but anyway. Cassie in the back of the truck. I'm live now. There's 2,500 views at the moment. Yeah, it's wild. Who's in the truck, sir? Who's in the truck? It's like, it's fucking Mistress in the truck. Oh, man. Wild. Do you think XRP will dip after the peak, or are you expecting it to remain more stable? I'm not sure to sell everything and buy when it dips, or keep some back and not sell. Do you mean like at the end of the bull market? My view, and I've said this all the way through, I am going to sell every single thing I have in the crypto markets, going to stablecoin and look to re-enter when the market comes. However you look at it, and I know some people will go, well, institutions are here, we're not going to do... We 100% will go down. The debate will be how far you go down. That's going to be the debate. If you see a $250,000 Bitcoin, we're probably not going to go to 70K again, are we? That's the honest answer. But the only thing that maybe, I mean, I wouldn't sell. I have wallets for my kids. I have 3 kids, and I have like a crypto wallet for each one of them. I just never even care about that. But it's only got things like Bitcoin in it, bit of Ethereum. You know, it's a very much bigger market cap cryptocurrencies that I just don't care about because they're pretty young. So they've got like another 10 odd years before that even becomes a thing. So. Yeah, everyone's family in the US. Well, I mean, I don't want to get into I don't want to get into the whole political debate, but there is a difference between immigrants and settlers. That's all. That's where I would get to, but I definitely don't want to get into the whole debate, by the way. Not at all. But yeah, Watson's family travels. Just make sure you're dialed into good channels, good people that are, you know, that's why I live stream 6 days a week so that people just come and ask questions rather than like watch all these hype nonsense videos. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't do hype videos, because I absolutely do. But I think it's good to be able to connect with people and give a view. My advice, just get into a community, not a paid, stupid Patreon. Get into a community. I think it's a good thing. In my opinion. So, yeah. Otherwise, I'd be all in. Yeah. Well, look, I used to be in, oh, what do they call it? Oh, come on. Dividends. I was in dividend stocks. That's what I did. So I took, I took money. All right. Yeah. I agree, Tim. I agree. I took money from, just like savings or whatever I had. And I was in dividend stocks. So basically stocks that pay you dividends out. And then, yeah, I was a bit like, I just can't be arsed. Like, it's rubbish. So I'm out. And I just went all in on cryptocurrency, with the exclusion of my traditional pension, like my private pension. That is still very much in a fiat-dominated world. So yeah, that's where I get to. That's where I got to. Just called in and smashed the like button. Colin Hughes, you absolute legend. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Colin. Hey, Tyler Wilson's hitting the follow button as well. Tyler, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that as well. Let's get bullish. Hey, there's a few of you in here. Let's drop some coins out to you guys. Here you go. Crack on. Grab some of them bad boys. Don't know what it does, but it makes things cool pop up on the screen once you guys get them. So yeah. Swamp, I think it's a good idea. Dial in your conviction. That's my view. Research the market, understand the market, and then say, right, how do I make the market work for me? And that's kind of what I've done, and I've never looked back since. And one of the things that I'm doing really hard at the minute, one of the things I will share over the course of the coming few months will be my education around decentralized finance, right? Getting really stuck in a DeFi. How can you interact with DeFi, on and off ramping on DeFi? Basically doing everything I can to avoid a centralized exchange. That's where I want to position myself ahead of the 2026 new reform coming in from the UK, where they're going to be tracking centralized exchanges and all that kind of crazy stuff. So in my head, I'm a bit like, I want to move away from Coinbase and more onto DEXs and, decentralized routes. I think that's a favorable place to be. So yeah, make sure you're following, because we'll be breaking that down over the course of the sort of back end of this year, making sure that people are absolutely in. Davo, welcome. Bosh. Thanks for the heart, mate. Love it, buddy. Appreciate that. These are the sort of things when you get in DeFi. Look at this. Bullish this week. $50 already made on Aerodrome Finance. Let's go, baby. Let's go. This has pulled back a little bit, but yeah, still, I'm absolutely super bullish on this. So yeah, good news. Crackerjack, I am concerned. Absolutely. I think we could be heading for a pretty challenging time for sure. Mr. Bitmine stock that's taken off big time. Wow. Yeah, I'm not massive on stocks, but Bite Bandit says 2-bit for the win. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Why challenging? Why challenging? What do you mean? Do you mean the stock market? Do you mean why I got out of the stock market? I'm not sure. I think I might have said something and not really heard what you meant. Let me know what you mean. Is Bitcoin going to go down trend soon? I don't think so. Depends what time scales you look. It depends what time scales you look at. In a macro, if you look on a weekly, I don't think so. I think it's going up. But you can never know. Why challenging times? You said we are heading for challenging times. No, I didn't. The UK is. Sorry. Why do I think the UK is heading for challenging times? Because we're going to have to borrow more money. We are going to have to offset lots of illegal migration into the country, like the most ever we've seen, 50% up year on year. It's going to cost taxpayers money, and we can't afford it. Our jobs market slowed, our economy slowed, and you kind of go, well, where do we go from here? What's the plan? That kind of isn't one. So in the short term, I definitely think there is a risk to the UK economy for sure, especially when you start to look at some other countries out there and you start to look at particularly the US. And I'm not saying Trump's doing a great job. I'm not saying he's doing a bad job, by the way, but there is no identity for our fiscal policy in the UK. And yeah, I just don't think Rachel Reeves has got a handle on it. And I think you could see tax increases coming in the October budget. That's my opinion. And I think where you're seeing other countries go the other way and taxes going down, I don't think we'll see that. I think the UK will see tax increases, which is not good, by the way. That's not what we want to see. Hence why I'm in digital assets. Would you move country if things got really bad? It's a lot for me to move to a different country. That is a lot. I tell you if I could make YouTube work as a more permanent thing, and I could make TikTok work, I could just make this work, I would consider. But the traditional YouTuber cryptocurrency influencers Dubai, I don't think I've got to Dubai. But it'd be a big decision for me. But I don't think so. Maybe I'll just run for government. Start our own political party. Bitcoin for People Party. Oh, dear me. But yeah, maybe. Blazer says, hello to all the new people. Please join the TG if you have any questions. Hopefully buy some Marbitz coins. Yeah, hit the subscribe button to the channel as well. 2-bit if you create your own meme or coin. Is there a way to tax evade beating the system? No. 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 I wonder if Powell will get the sack or resign. I don't think there's enough on the housing bill to get him. If I'm dead honest, if there was, they'd have already gone. But yeah. Dave, thanks for the Go Popular gift. Love it. Appreciate it. Heard some figures about our UK debt, and it's yeah, 100%. But so is the economy. Don't forget. If you compare the two, US economy and GDP growth versus the UK economy and GDP growth, you've got one doing that and one doing that, and we're the bottom one, unfortunately. So yeah, there is. Look, I'm by the way, I'm not an economist. I didn't study economy. I didn't study economics at university or anything like that. I'm good with maths. I did a lot of work on maths, and I'm, I guess, self-taught. I don't know if you can even self-taught, but yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. If you were to try and look at the both in two things, that the US economy is huge and is growing. By the way, like I said, the UK isn't growing as well as it maybe should do. So, 8 Digital, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Sidecoin in the building. What's going on, buddy? Welcome to you. Look, I know we're sort of going a little bit off track here, but just to give you an example, by the way, the UK actually had a 0.7% increase in real GDP for Q1 of 2025. That's not bad. The US had a decline, by the way. What does that look like, though? It's a 2% change year on year, whereas we're in a decline year on year. So you'd argue that this time last year, you felt slightly better off than you do now. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not, but you've also got, what does the change look like versus the pre-pandemic? US at 12%. That is a massive move. UK at 4.2. So the US economy has grown 3 times better than the UK economy has pre-pandemic. So, challenge. That's my concern with it a little bit. You think altcoin run is coming? Yes, I do. I absolutely do. I dropped a video on my YouTube channel talking about Ethereum. I think Ethereum's set for a monster run. I really do, actually. Institutional buying is coming. You're going to start to see, it's a very early stage. Tom Lee talked about this. The very early stages of an Ethereum investment or an Ethereum reserve company. You're going to start seeing some of them come out. Bear in mind, there's like 257 Bitcoin ones, 3 Ethereum ones, something crazy like that. Imagine when that's like 50 Ethereum ones. It's going to be crazy as well. So yeah, watch out for that. Watch out for that. Hope you, but I don't class Ireland, Scotland, and England as wholes. Well, I mean, I've been to Wales. That's pretty nice. Wales is good for a holiday. Crazy how many Americans have never been abroad. That's true. But, I mean, it takes you like 4 hours to go from one side of the country to the other, doesn't it? I saw a thing. Jake Paul's just bought some, like, massive ranch in Wyoming that it takes him 40 minutes to go from one side to the other. I mean, Jesus Christ. Imagine having land that takes you nearly an hour to get from one side of your one side of your plot to the other one. But yeah, 8 Digital, I definitely think there's an altcoin market still to come. I really do. And I think we need to see this capital rotate. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, actually. I said, watch out. I thought Bitcoin was going to move. I think what we need to do is see Bitcoin consolidate and hold above this kind of 110, 112 mark. People need to feel optimistic about Bitcoin going significantly higher. Then they'll feel comfortable with taking some profits and rotating it into altcoins, because people will start to believe Bitcoin's going to just keep going up. And then we'll see the altcoin spike. At the minute, which I do think will change shortly, retail generally are the people that make the money on Bitcoin, go into altcoins, they're prepared to take more risk. What you need to see is a movement of retail into the market, or we talked about this yesterday, big institutions going into things like XRP, AVAX, big companies going into some altcoins. That's when you start to see a big amount of capital flow in. Just my opinion. So yeah. Good. Right. Good. I also just bought one. A one. It's 100 miles long. All you're invited. Yep. Don't believe you, Lauren, but thanks. I get that. I'm kidding. 37. Thanks for the gift, my man. Thanks for the ice cream cone. I'm bullish on that. Appreciate you. Did anyone who grabbed some of the coins? Oh, there was 3 winners. Let's go. Who got it? Chris Leon, Davo, and 37. Hey, congratulations, guys. Grab all of those coins, baby. We'll try and give them away, but not many people want them. It's fine. A ranch 2-bit, keep up. I know, but you didn't buy a ranch, though. What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Hey, to what's your opinion on Algorand? I've been talking about Algorand for a while. Everyone thought it was crazy. I actually think Algorand's going to be pretty good. Has had a decent-ish move, 1.8% in line with the rest of the market today. But yeah, Algorand hits all the ISO 222, but is not as overbought as things like H-bar, not as overexcitable as H-bar. So yeah, I think Algorand's got, Algorand's got some legs in it, especially if you were going to get in now. Potentially to the upside, not financial advice, by the way, but, could you see a 4x on Algorand? Definitely. Could you see $1 on Algorand? Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I like Algorand. I like it. I do think there's other shiny coins, though, that are going to be, going to do well this market, so worthwhile thinking about for sure. Which Elliott wave do you think XRP is at the moment? Are you thinking Q1, Q2, 2026 for the top of the cycle or something else? I don't really know Elliott waves. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to try and make anything up. I don't really... 8 Digital says Algorand at $5. You bullish mother trucker. I don't really get Elliott waves right now. It's one of the parts I haven't really got into. My prediction on XRP has always been, I think, $8 to $10. I think that comes this bull market cycle. What is interesting, by the way, here on the weekly, XRP once again breaking out of this bull flag that we've been talking about now and is actually forming a very interesting move. Look at this. We could see the move out. It's a very, very obvious pattern. And then you start to see that potential breakout. Well, the breakout could be coming pretty spicy, if you ask me. If you take the bottom of the bull flag, go to the top of the bull flag, and then you move that over to breakout, where do you get to XRP in the short term? Well, you're looking at $6 if that was the next breakout from this move. Then you start to look at, well, what is a trend-based Fibonacci extension? You get to about 788, maybe at the 368, about $10.12. So again, only never financial advice, just my opinion of where I think maybe things go. But you do the same sort of BTC, you get to about 165. So we'll have a look and see where that get to. $1 algo, let's go. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. But yeah, Elliott waves, I know people... I'll tell you the reason why I don't necessarily like Elliott waves. I think they over bullishness of charts. I think they make them feel better than they are. That's my only issue with them, if I'm honest. I think they overhype a coin or they overhype a chart. Just my opinion. Anyway. Hit the like, good people, support the channel. It's free. Show some love. Absolutely. If you want to do that, that'd be great, by the way. Zebek. Oh, man. 8-bit. We've been talking about Zebek to 3 cents. Yeah, Zebek's not good today. Zebek is not good. I mean, it's 3-1 right now. Do we think it get to 3 cents? Probably. I mean, some people think it's going to get to $1, by the way. I mean, there's lots of people bullish on Zebek, but I mean, good time to accumulate. I'm not going to lie. I did buy some more Zebek. I'm trying to DCA down on it, just see where I get to. So, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Zebek could be a good one. I think it's not unusual that it's having a bit of a pullback. Obviously, it had a big move. Where does it come back down to? I hope it doesn't come all the way down to the 2s. I'd like to see it hold around this sort of range. Then maybe start push back into the upside. We could do with seeing that, but yeah, we'll see. Mike C says, any thoughts on Maple Finance? Syrup, who was telling me about that the other day? Someone was telling me about Maple Finance. Tiberio Jasmine, yeah, I hold a good bag of Jasmine. I still think we've got an opportunity. Yeah, it needs to prove itself. I've seen some interesting advertising going on with Zebek, and I think it will build out more and more. So yeah, I mean, I'm still optimistic for sure. Hence why I'm DCAing on the position, but yeah, Syrup. I mean, Syrup looks pretty crazy. I don't know too much about the actual token itself, but yeah, I mean, man, you just look at this. Look at these printing higher highs. It goes up. I mean, it's down 5 on the day, but I mean, that is a nice move. Nearly 1 million in volume, nearly 11,000 holders, 2.6 million in liquidity. It's looking pretty bullish, isn't it? Pretty bullish. Have you ever looked at Cubic? Yeah, we looked at it yesterday. Tim brought it up, or Holmes brought it up. Someone brought it up. I can't remember who it was. But yeah. Yeah, lots of people brought that up. Again, I don't know too much about it, to be honest, but yeah, we'll see. Crypto Autos. Did you message me about that earlier? Crypto Autos. I feel like you sent me that earlier on. I don't know much about it. They should sponsor me, and then I can get some cars for free. Well, not for free. I could drive a car around. It's just called Autos. Yeah, Crypto Autos. Yeah. Yeah, just under $6 million market cap. Is it, you rent cars, right? I mean, the chart's not great, but you rent cars through it, don't you? Is that the way you do it? Yeah, explore all cars. That's right. That's right. Yeah. So you can buy your next car. You can buy them. Holy crap. Look at this. Oh, what do we need? You can buy a Bugatti Chiron. How much is that? £3 million. All right, cool. Cool. Are these really like... Oh, McLaren Senna. We've got onto cars again. Why are we on cars? I mean, I can't afford any of these, by the way. Look at that. Lamborghini Countach. $750,000. Bullish. McLarens. I think McLaren 720S. That's where you want to be at. They're cheap enough. They're cheap as chips. But yeah, I mean, definitely has potential. The chart doesn't look great, by the way. But I guess mass adoption may bring people in. So yeah, possible. Possible. I don't know enough about it, though. But yeah, Holmes wants the cubic for himself. I bet he does. 2-bit, you said we were going to have a race tonight. Yep. Yep, your next car, 2-bit. How do you want to do it, though? Do you want to do it in bits? Do you want to do it in ETH? You tell me. You tell me, and we'll set it up, baby. I showed you this project a month ago. And you can buy cars with crypto. It's wild. Yeah, you did say that. I mean, I'm glad I didn't buy it, by the way, because the chart's terrible. So, yeah, would have been bad news if I'd have got into it. Anyway. Yeah. Marbitz there, look, you know, wallet number 7041's buying again. You know, they're coming in for a couple of coins. Interesting. I've been struggling to buy an old Volkswagen up at my crypto at the moment. That is true. That is true. 2-bit buy cars with bits. I mean, maybe. I never suggested buy the token. I suggested it's a method to use crypto. Yeah, that's true. DeFi, that's what it's all about. Finding the route through with DeFi. That's where we get to. Are you holding any Velo? No. Crackerjack? Yes, I do. I'm very clear on that. Yeah, 100%. That's why I said it's interesting. But yeah, no, I'm not holding any Velo. We talked about this the other night. But yeah. Keep smashing that like button. Oh my God, we're at 12,000 likes. You crazy people. I'm loving it. My portfolio looks like I'm buying back my write-off. Oh man, Bitcoin does not want to go over 110. Must be some pretty heavy liquidity around 110. Must be some crazy liquidity. Let's take a look really quickly. Let's take a look, see what it looks like. Yes, Tim, yeah. Knoxville, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? Can you bring up Leica? L-A, what's that? L-A-I-K-A. Leica, here we go. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. That one, sure? Are you sure? That doesn't look like the best one in the world. Knoxville, you massive legend. What's going on, buddy? What's going on? Keep tapping that screen, everybody. Keep locking in those likes. Does massively help us out. Again, there is like 14 of you in here. So if everyone just goes and taps the screen like a crazy person, we could absolutely smash up 20k likes on this. Great live, bro. Very informative. See you again. Hey, 8Digital, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Appreciate the feedback. And yeah, let everyone know we're trying to grind out and build a great community here. So we do have subscriptions as well. A couple of bucks if you want to join us. We do drop alpha plays in there. Actually, I was going to talk about that. I dropped one a while back. I don't know if you guys saw it. I don't know if you guys got into it. But I dropped this at 606. Like down here, I talked about this yesterday. This is in the alpha group on TikTok. So if you got into this play, well done. It was a good play. So yeah, on base, 1.5 million market cap. Was that not the one I was looking at? Yeah, no, that wasn't the one I was looking at. Man, where's the base one? Here. Base in your face, London. I don't think I spelt it right then by the looks of that. If it's that big a liquidity pool, ETH, that's wrapped ETH. Base chain, base in your face, mother trucker. Let's go. Unless it's this one. 8 days ago. Is it this one? Oh, it must be this one. $1.5 million market cap launched 8 days ago. Wow, that is a... Whoa, cheese. Come on. Where was the note to say, hey, bro, you should definitely check this one out. We might have some breaking news, everybody. Breaking news coming in right now. Hold on to your hats because it's about to get crazy. Breaking news, everybody. Breaking news. We have officially got some breaking news coming in from Watcher Guru. It is crazy. It looks crazy. Just in. The US House designates July 14th to July 18th as Crypto Week. What's going on? What is going on, everybody? The United States House Committee on Financial Services is officially designating July 14th to 18th as Crypto Week. What the... Who knows what's going on, bro? Oh my God. What is going on? Someone check on all the bears. Everyone's going to be like, what the hell does that even mean to it? Wow. Seen it at 12k market cap, sold early. Oh, jeez. Nah, bro. That's not what you need, is it? That is not what you need. I mean, that's an epic call. 12k market cap. Jesus. Wow. There we go. This just in from Cheese, and I'm buying. Tell 704 what to hop in. Let's get it. Let's get it. I mean, that's a decent chart looking that. So, yeah, great. FaZe, what's going on? Welcome. Remember, keep tapping that like. Keep tapping that screen, everybody. I could do like one of those grow rooms. I got caught. I randomly ended up... my phone like flicked onto... Everyone's going to think I'm lying here. My phone like flicked onto like just someone who was like live streaming like a grow room. Them things are mental. And then every day she comes up now. Every day she has these like giant eyelashes. She's like, everybody, let's tap the screen. Welcome. They're pinned up there. These like huge giant eyelashes just like flapping away like paddles on her face. Awful. Awful. That chart looks much better. Yeah, it does. July 14th, ISO 222, peeps. Check out Pepe No. Let's have a look. You guys need to be messaging me, though, with some of these, by the way. You need to be like, hey, bro, FYI, you should take a look at this. Not that one. That has got zero liquidity in it. Don't buy that. Do not buy that. Right, this must be on Sol. Why has it got two different contract addresses? 14 hours ago on Pump Fun. What is this? It looks like it's all a bit weird, if I'm honest. Do you think XRP can hit 20 bucks this year? No. My prediction's 8 to 10. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Crypto Princess, I'm off to bed. Great. Have some water. Hope you feel better in the morning. Listening to my voice definitely won't help you. Or I could do my soothing. Put you to sleep tones. Some people like that, by the way. Lay down and close your eyes. Think of a place that's warm and makes you smile. Your eyes are feeling very heavy and you just need to go to sleep. So close your eyes and enjoy nighttime. And then I'll be like, boom, let's go, crypto to the effing moon. Do it down to an ASMR TikToker. Then people are crazy. It's like mukbang. It's weird. I don't know why people do it. It's like the craziest thing in the world. I've always had a problem with it. I find it the weirdest thing in the world. ASMR, weird. Mukbang, weird. I don't know why people do it. I don't know why people watch it. It literally grates. It just makes me feel so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. I don't get it. Don't get it. Cubic is the world's fastest blockchain. Well, no. It can't be. It can't be. It's all about Casper, bro. Come on. Come on. I won't lie. Sometimes AMS fast. Yeah, so the kids, we have like white noise in the house, but yeah. Not about that. Not about that. Right. Hi, got a portfolio. What? Hold on. Oh my God, what am I doing here? Got a portfolio going, but should I daily DCA into Sol, Link, HBAR, FET, and XRP for a few weeks? Don't DCA down, yeah? Not up. DCA down. David says, I want my pockets to feel heavy. Yeah, same. Same. I can't tell you what to do. That's the honest answer. Can't give you financial advice. All I would say is, depending on where you bought those tokens, if you are buying high and you can DCA down into them, I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea. I use the example of Zebek. At the point, I'm not DCAing into it now. I bought too high. Athea probably bought a little bit high. A couple of other coins I just bought a little bit too high. So they dip. I take the opportunity to try and I just want to bring my break-even price down. That's the best way to look at it. Do we think the market's going to go up? Yes. Do we think the bull market's here? Yes. So all I want to do is get my buying price as low as I can without obviously trying to offset some risk as well, which I think is important. Yeah, no, Holmes, you're definitely in the wrong place. Definitely the wrong place. The sound of the Hoover puts me to sleep. Yeah, but it's definitely that's got to be a risk. That's got to be a risk for sure. We're not doing very well at setting this race up though, are we? So we need to do that now. We need to do that. Let me just let me click here and sort this out. How are you doing this, by the way? Is that the prize? Yeah, the prize is just someone gets it, or what? Is that what you're doing? Or someone needs to explain some rules to me. And then we can do it, because then you can send it to a wallet. I don't really know what you guys want to do. But yeah, isn't Fire Dancer faster than Casper? I mean, I think Cubic's faster than Casper has been facetious, to be honest. But maybe. 100k each, winner takes all. Who's in? Forever young. I want to be forever young. Well, I'll get it. I'm going to set it. I'll get it set up. So people just need to let me know who's what. Who's what? Hey, textures next. What's going on? Welcome. Webby's in the house. What's going on, Webby? Been a minute, buddy. Good to see you, pal. Good to see you. Welcome to Bitcoin not breaking 110,000, which is kind of annoying, actually. I thought we definitely got that live, which would have been good news. But yeah, it turns out that, yeah, for some reason it's not. Anyway. But yeah, people just need to let me know. If you're in, then you're in. Obviously, it depends on how many people are. It depends on what we need to do in terms of distribution. But anyway, I actually see my vacuum cleaner with a below setting. What the hell? Shut up. Right. Come on, Bitcoin. Are we broke one? We haven't broke 110 while we've been live yet, have we? I feel like we've been very close. I think we got to like 993, but we haven't actually broke 110 yet. So come on, BTC. Let's get it. Just send it to winner. Yeah, I think so. It depends on how many of you is, but yeah, it makes sense, by the way. It makes sense. The BBB has cut over 1 trillion in federal aid to Americans, from veterans to seniors across the board. Forever young. Ow. If anyone does want to do it, I'm conscious that people probably don't want their wallets being doxed. If anyone is interested, then how do we do this? Tell you what, we will do it like this. If you are interested and you want to get involved, does everyone know what the Marbitz deployer wallet is? If you know what the Marbitz deployer wallet is, you can send your ticket there. And then I will send it to the winner, if that makes sense. You may see a pump before the end of the close. Maybe there we go. Look, 110, baby. Let's go. We made it. Is Vern in? I don't know where Vern is, actually. I don't know where Vern is. In Talbot. Curtis, I have no idea. I'll put it in the TG. Okay, yeah, fine. Fine. Right. There is that. There you go. So if you, what are you saying the entries is? What are you saying, everybody? 100,000 bits. So if you want to be in the race, the contract address for the Marbitz deploy wallet is in the Telegram. Send 100,000 Marbitz. If you don't want to dox your wallet, you don't want people to know you are, like, it's fine. And then just DM me on Telegram, and then I can kind of send it to the winner as well, if that makes sense. Unless you are the winner. So we'll obviously have some wallets coming in as well. So, yeah, we'll work it that way. I think it'll be fine. Jackie O'Hara's just joined the live stream. What's going on? Welcome. Keep tapping that like, by the way. We're at 15,000 likes. Keep tapping it, baby. Keep moving it. Keep grooving it. Let's get it. Let's keep pushing. Yeah, I meant end of the show. I mean, look, we're at 110, baby. We're there. We've made it. We have made it. Bullish. Whether we can hold 110, though, that's the bigger debate right now. Whether we can hold 110 is the bigger debate. Hopefully we can. We will have to wait and see. Right, then we get this deploy wallet up. Got to set a pick in case I'd be late for work. What the hell, Curtis? What the hell? Did it? Well, maybe everyone just sends that in then and we should do it that way. Maybe we should do that. That's fine. I'm cool with that. If people want to just do that. Yeah, so yeah, all right, there we go then. That's cool. So yeah, if you're in and you want to race, then send 100,000 bits tokens to the Marbitz deploy wallet. I'll put it in the Telegram. We'll do it that way. It's easier. We'll do it that way. And yeah, we can just do it that. It does mean that it'll be wallet addresses though, unless people are happy for me to dox their wallet, which I think I know some of them. Some of them I don't. And then I'll distribute out the winners on that. So yeah, what's going on, Blockchain Bullhorn? Good to see you, man. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I think I've just sent you an invite. Don't come on the stream. I didn't mean to send that. I'm trying to click into people's profiles, see what they're all about. Don't come on the stream. Don't come on the stream. It's weird. It's weird. No one can hear you. So I apologize, but welcome to the live as always. Appreciate everybody. Marvis here as well. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. By the way, what I would say is if you're happy for your wallet to be doxed, just type your wallet in the chat. If not, we'll leave it as the wallet numbers. So I'm cool with that as well, just to make life a bit easier for everybody. Just to make life easy for everybody. To be a nuts on TikTok. I can't. It's because I can't do it, Tim. That's the problem. I'm rubbish at it. People are just like, oh my God, he's just sent me an invite. I don't want to go on the live with him. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It's crazy. Oh man, it is kind of fun though. I think you know, there's kind of some good adaptations to TikTok. It's just very hard to kind of make anything worthwhile over there. But yeah. Oh, I know what that wallet number is. BF91 is in, baby. I know that is. Again, I can put wallet numbers in, or I can put names in. You guys need to let me know. I think I know which wallets are what. If you want, type your wallet in the chat. If not, don't worry about it, and we'll just run it that way. If you want in, then yeah. Then get ready, everybody. Get ready. Boom, 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 boom. Wallet number is fine. Okay, cool. So yeah. Yes, exactly that, Vern. Exactly that. To the God, I can't speak. To the deploy wallet, which is in the Telegram. Forever young. We got 3 so far. I won't hesitate no more. It's gonna wait. I'm yours. This is the way in the be a happy ending. No. Make it a good track. I'll try. I will definitely try. We're gonna have to do it together. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it together. Undone, Panzera Capital here, Matt, 250 million for the real world asset tokenization. Let's get it. Ondo's one that I think is undervalued right now, by the way. I think Ondo's got Summit in the tank. Definitely. I'd like to see Ondo with a nice breakout. Whether we get it, we'll have to see. But yeah, I'm seeing more and more, by the way, with Pantera Capital looking to kind of position themselves in this bull market. Really get locked in for some sort of craziness. So yeah, very interesting if you ask me. Right, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in. That's 500,000 Marbitz. Let's go, baby. Last call. If you're not already in, get in. Davo, thanks for the donut, my man. Appreciate it. Oh, you went into the gift gallery as well. What a legend. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Joey's in the live stream. What's going on, buddy? Welcome. On to my second biggest bag, Curtis. Curtis is bullish. Right. I think if that's that, I'm hitting refresh. I think we are officially there. Which would be good. Oh my God. My internet has been wild recently. Tim, I'm just clicking into it now. Yes, got it. Right. I've got EEAA, OE55, BF91, CCD7, ODCO, and F110. I believe that is everyone. Devo, thanks, man. Love the show. I absolutely appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody, actually. I do, but definitely you, Devo. You've been a massive supporter of my journey here on TikTok. So, right, last call. I think that's it. It's a head-to-head. It's a 5-way. No, it's a 6-way. Holy shit. 6-way, baby. Crypto President, nice to meet you all. What's going on, buddy? Welcome to you. Hope you're doing well. I feel like we have a new track by Blazer as well. Blazer, you sent me a new track. You did, you little chopper. Let me bring this up, everybody. Let me just click on a couple of things here. Click on this, click on this, click on this, and click on this, click on this. Let's hear it. What's it all about, Blazer? Awful dancing.
Out the shadows we break the mold. Blocks and sink, stories told. Every dip just fuel for flight. Now we're soaring past the satellites. No more banks, no central chains. We broke the cuffs, unleashed the flames.
Thoughts on BRA?
It's a code of war.
Have we talked about that? Veracity?
Kicking down every door.
I feel like we talked about Veracity.
Feel the thrill. Every candle lit with will. Blood pulse thinking, but we real still. Stack Marbitz high. Climb that hill. Marbitz on the top, it's ready to blow. Don't lose your mind. Take control. Marbitz is ready to ignite. Get in the stream and join the race tonight. Rockets up, no turning back. Fuel the moon with every stack. Marbitz.
My missus is like come in just like, what the hell is going on in there? Like just some sort of craziness. Right, here we go then, everybody. Let's get it. Let's get dialed in. You massive set of legends. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. What the heck? Look at these absolute heroes on the track. Yeah, Veracity, baby. I love it. I love it. I've definitely looked at it, but yeah, I haven't really got into it. So let's take a look. Look at this. Oh, what the freaking heck? Bosh! Right, everybody. Good luck, everybody. Here we're gonna drop it in. We're gonna make sure what's going on. Well, good luck to you all. The prize obviously is the pool. So, bosh! There we go. Right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, Veracity. We definitely broke Veracity down. Had a look at it. I always get confused between VRA and Veracity and Velodrome Finance. So, but yeah, I think we touched on this the other night. Oh my God, I can't. Where are you guys going? Where are you guys going? I can't keep up. What the hell? What is going on? BF91 looks like it's in there. Man, this is super slow. I don't know how. Anyone know how you make it go faster? I got to make it go faster. There we go. Right. What is going on here then? I have absolutely no idea. And I don't know who's who or who's doing what, but it looks a bit crazy. F110 is there. OE55's on the other side. It's all about to get... Oh my God, it's got miles to go on this. It's all about to get weird. People are like, oh my God, it's slow. It's slow, but it's about to get good. Well, now I guess the numbers to start tonight. Don't believe so, Tim. What's going on? Yeah. Right, F110, CCD7. It's all a bit slow, but it's about to get crazy. Look, it's going to drop into there. Then we drop into there. Then we drop into a loop. I mean, what the hell is going on? OE55 needs to get his finger out. Come on. Come on. Thanks for the follow-up. Appreciate it. You massive legend. Right, here we go. It's starting to get spicy. F110 out in front. Here we go. Followed by CCD7's in there as well. BF91, OE55. It's now starting to pick up a little bit of pace as people start to drop in. F110 having a little bit of a bull move. We'll like it. It's a battle at the second place, though. CCD7 slipstreamed by BF91. This is going to be a key point here, I feel. This is going to be a key point. How quickly do they get through? F110 does well. CCD7, though, is a veteran of this, as is ODCO. Watch out. Look, who's going to drop through first? Who's going to drop through first? It looks like F110 is still holding out, but CCD7 takes a slightly wider approach, coming in a little bit quicker. Oh, it's a big old yeet, is that? F110. How do the rest of them play out? BF91 is starting to catch up now. Look at that move. BF91 with a big move. As if. F110, do they get the wrong? Oh, DCO now takes the lead. Where did they come from? That is a big move. That's a big group. Why are you going that way? Don't go that way. That's the wrong... Oh, no, it is the right way. It is the right way. Who's going to drop through the holes first? ODCO did a big move there. Didn't manage to get through the hole, but look at CCD7, though. They're not messing around. Looks like F110 might have taken the wrong place. CCD7 now takes the lead. BF91 needs to get his finger out, as does OE55. But CCD7, a seasoned veteran of this place. They know how to secure a win from the front. Look at this. CCD7 now on the move. making it happen, making it bullish. Also, though, BF91 now, F110, looks like the legs have gone. Looks like the legs have gone as we scroll down. Can CCD7 get over the line? Maybe. Maybe not. We'll have to see. CCD7 now is on the move. They didn't get the top line, though. They're going the bottom route. Can BF91 sneak in at the very last minute? OE55, could they go a different way? No. Who's going to take the win? CCD7. Congratulations. BF91 coming in second. ODCO F110 is in there as well. OE55. And bringing up the rear is EEAA. There you go. You set of legends. That is that, you complete heroes. We'll make sure that gets distributed out to the winner. What a legend. Right. Bitcoin, just before we go, back below 110. That's what happens when you don't hit that subscribe button or hit that follow button. As always, though, everybody, thank you so much. We're going to be back tomorrow night. Who knows where we're going to be in this crypto market, but I, for one, am very bullish. If you haven't already hit the follow button or you're brand new, make sure you're dialed into this market. Make sure you're dialed into this channel. It is about to get good. Until tomorrow, guys, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the jazzy music on your way out, and I'll catch you soon. Ta-ra.
Thank you.